Jim, did you expect there to be such a big reaction to your campaign video? People online really want to know, why were you wearing white trousers in a bar? And why did you not close the gate?
Yeah, so so first thing to say, I was down on a family farm in Kildare, very close friends who moved up from Clare back in the 60s, and been on that farm as a young boy and in recent times. So you know, for me, you know, I do have a very much a rural connection. I'm a proud Dub, born on the East Coast, but you know, my parents from the West Coast, and I grew up on my dad's farm in the summertime and holidays, and when you didn't travel off the island back then, and indeed obviously my mum and boy as well. So I have a very much I feel at home on a farm, and it is part of my DNA.
So with that, why didn't you close the gate then? And
yeah, you know, these things happen. So again, the president can write policy, but what he can do is he can keep highlighting the issues and follow the phenomenal job that President Higgins has done in highlighting these issues, such as housing for young people. So for me, it's about expressing what I can do as a president from a unifying perspective, and it's trying to get us meet as many people. And I was down at the market there earlier on today, met a lot of students on their lunch break, and had a chat about them, and that does come up about what's going to happen when they come out of college and the rent. And I met two people that are moving back who have come back from Sydney, who will go back again. So I just need to relate to them and to listen to their story. And we had great discussions this morning, as brief as it was, about the future of Ireland. So as a president, I need to advocate for that. So what I'm saying is that the president of Ireland I'm very aware of the limits of the role, but I'm also very aware of the unifying power that a president can have. So if I need to speak out on behalf of those who I mentioned earlier, who mightn't be heard, or the voice needs to be heard, without fear or favour, I will speak up.
Jim.
So the housing is a huge issue. Like the party have made it very clear that it is one of their number one priorities, and we need to get it right. That's just, we all know that. So that must be the focus of the party.
Do you think they're
Conor had a question there.
Jim, can I just ask your reaction to a Red C poll at the weekend that showed almost a third of Fianna Fail voters would give Heather Humphreys their first preference, versus 16 Fine Gael for you? What have you got that Heather Humphreys doesn't have?
So, Conal, from my perspective, polls, predictions, the bookies, I have no interest in it. My focus will be on Jim Gavin's campaign, my campaign for the presidency, and that will be all the way through the campaign to the 24th of October.
Do you think that Fianna Fail have failed on housing? I mean, you're going into an election fighting for Fianna Fail, yet homelessness are at record numbers. How can you put housing at the centre of your message when your party has utterly failed in that regard?
Yeah, so we all acknowledge, and the party and the government acknowledges it's a big issue. There's a huge focus going on housing. All I can do from my perspective, if I am fortunate enough to get elected, is to keep the pressure, keep the focus on housing. That ultimately it needs to be solved.
So are they doing a good job in housing or not?
No, pardon me?
Are they doing a good job in housing?
They're moving forward, but it's not good enough yet. We acknowledge that. Everybody realises that housing needs to be solved, and there's lots of things from a policy perspective that the government, the executive of the country, and Dáil Éireann need to do. And I'll keep highlighting those things.
So just to clarify, it's not good enough what they're doing on housing. Is that what you said? It's not good enough.
It's not good enough now. It needs to be improved. It needs to be improved. Yes.
Okay, good.